So in this section, out of the 9 levels, this is the level 3. So I talked about understanding the seller's point of view. I also showed you in the last video about my how I arrived at my offer price based on the cost I was going to incur to get the valuation of those blocks or those flats higher. And that then gave me a price discount that I was going to go and ask the seller. Here, I'm looking at how I would finance this. So based on the actual price, my offer price, which is 2.1 million, versus what the seller wanted at 2.5 million, I then work out, well, how much is that going to cost me? So in effect, if I was using a mortgage, I would take 25% deposit and buy the block. And that would cost me £528,000 deposit, and then borrow 75% loan to value. So roughly borrowing 1.5 million. And I used a 4% base rate, a 4% interest rate on a mortgage, and roughly a 6% bridging finance rate to be able to work out the cost of finance. And you can see on the next few lines, the first one is the cost of interest only mortgage per annum, which is £63,000. And if I was bridging it, it will cost me £95,000. So borrowing 1.5 million will either cost me 63 or 95,000. In per month terms, it will cost me 5,200 or almost £8,000. So how do I then use that information to help me shape my understanding of this deal? What I also wanted to understand is, so if I'm paying short-term finance while I develop this block, how much income is coming in? So here I wanted to then understand the rent per annum for the block as it was. And the seller was declaring £151,000 worth of rental income, which is roughly £6,500 per flat. On a monthly basis, on a monthly basis, the rent per block was actually £12,000, and on average £6,000 per annum per flat. So that was what was coming in at that time. And why is that important? I needed to understand, if I'm going to borrow some money while I'm doing the work, is there enough money coming in from a rental perspective to help me bridge that period of works? And clearly there was. In this situation, there was enough rental income coming in that would help me do that. So as a recap, in terms of rent per month is £12,000. If I was either bridging or a mortgage, is either £5,000 or £8,000, and that would then leave me with either a £7,000 profit per month while I cover the short-term mortgage, or a £4,500 worth of profit per month if I was bridging this while I'm refurbishing the unit. So there was enough money there in the deal to help me do this. So in the next section, I'm going to talk more about how I value the new block, or the block that's refurbished with title splitting.